Hello and welcome to It's Your Time to Soar. And if this is your first time tuning in, know that we inspire, know that we motivate, and know that we impact. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about ask and you shall receive, knock and the door shall be open, and seek and you shall definitely find. All right, if you're tuning in via the podcast, welcome to the podcast. And if you're tuning in to the YouTube channel, welcome as well. All right, have you ever been seeking an endeavor? Let me don't use the word seeking at this point in time, but let's just say you had something on your heart, or whatever that was on your heart to do. You didn't know how to make the first step forward. Well, the first thing you should always do is ask a question. Ask a question. Because remember in the previous video I said, ask better questions and you'll always get better answers. Every single time. This goes for every single thing. Anything that was accomplished in life started by asking better questions. Excuse me. So, what question are you not asking today? What questions are you not asking today? Do you think you need a particular thing to get started right now? Ask yourself that. What do you have right now? What do you have in your possession right now? Who do you have as resources right now that you can go to and ask for certain things? Look in your bag right now. Look in your cupboard. Look in your garage. Look right in your pocket. And in many instances, if you have a smartphone, let me let you know that you have a lot. So if you ask, you shall always receive, because those who ask questions always get awesome answers. So let's move on to seeking. Once you get the ball rolling, you really start asking. You start to look. You will find that persons will always come in place. Let's say, for example, when I decided to launch my podcast, I went kind of blank as it pertains to who I wanted, like people, like thinking about persons who I wanted to be, who I wanted to interview. And day by day, I just ran into people, and they are excited, they're fired up, and I can't wait for my this will be my second interview, because I'm so thankful for having launched my first interview with Jimmy Norris, IFBB Pro. Man, awesome interview. If you haven't heard that episode, you're gonna need to tune into that. That's episode 23. You're gonna need to get that. That's an awesome audio interview on whatever you listen to your podcast on. And as I seek, every person that I needed fell into place. Similarly, when I started to model, once I started seeking, these things started to sort me out, because I was no longer relying on, because I have already passed the asking phase, and I was already seeking, and I reached a point now that, which is the third part, that says knock and the door shall be open. What door are you afraid to knock on right now? Don't be afraid of any door, because always remember that fear is always false evidence appearing real. And I believe inside of me that if you knock on that door, the very thing that you're looking for is right on the other side of that door. Hey y'all, if you haven't heard these words before, know that I believe that you can soar. Have a good one, y'all.